This is Dan Tortora here on Wake Up Call with this special featuring our North Country Spotlight on Chick-fil-A Watertown in our partnership with Chick-fil-A Watertown, and here with our owner-operators, Merrit and Catherine Brady. How are you?
Great, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Doing very well. So you opened at the end of October of 2022, and we're here today, February of 2023. Catherine, I want to start with you. Your first thing that comes to mind from opening day to today?
It's been great. You know, there's been a lot of ups and downs. Opening a Chick-fil-A restaurant is not easy, but I'm very happy with where we are right now from where we were in October. So it's been great, yeah.
Merrit, your thoughts on opening day to right now?
It's only been 3 months. It feels much longer than that, but we've learned a great deal. We've grown a great deal. Our team is very amazing, very special. We would not be in the position that we are without them, without the leadership of our directors, and we're just blessed to be in this community serving the fantastic people of Watertown, and as always, Fort Drum has been amazing, and we've gotten to serve a lot of men and women of the armed forces, so we're just blessed all the way around, but it has certainly provided ample challenges, but also just been a blessing in our lives.
You brought up Fort Drum right down the road, and when you were talking about obviously opening this Chick-fil-A here in Watertown, that was very important to build that relationship and that connection. Merrit, I wanted to start with you with this. What can you say about that bridge between Chick-fil-A Watertown and Fort Drum?
There are times where I'll come out in the dining room and it'll be all men and women of Fort Drum exclusively. We had the opportunity to, we had 200 sandwiches one night, 350 the next, 350 the following day, going out for men and women who were deploying right now. So, you know, it's a constant reminder of their sacrifice and what we can do to serve them. But it's been a wonderful relationship.
We also have a lot of great spouses from the military that are working with us, and they're just a great asset to our team. So
100%.
And having that connection, I know that was something that was spoken about as well, is to create, opportunity for the families at Fort Drum that are connected to these people that put their lives on the line, and to give them a place here at Chick-fil-A Watertown. So you mentioned that, Catherine. What's that been like to be able to provide an avenue for the families where they don't have to go too far away from where they're living, and they get to have an experience here, which is obviously very unique when it comes to Chick-fil-A?
yeah, I think it's amazing. Obviously, still growing those relationships, but one of our senior shift leaders, for example, her husband's about to deploy at the end of the month, so just being there to support them and be their family while their family's away is important to us. So.
And I did an interview with the first person to order inside and the first person to order in the drive-thru. And the first person to order in the drive-thru is also someone that
Mindy.
is proudly in our military with
Yes,
Mindy.
we love Mindy.
One of the most watched videos ever on Wake Up Call. So I was like, I don't want Mindy to get a big head, but people loved her. And they loved that connection.
Yeah, she's great. She's here all the time, so.
So it's kind of poetic that connection to the military and to Fort Drum, that the first person through the drive-thru is directly connected to that. It was pretty special.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have a little one, Owen. How's it been to have this family kind of grow with this too? And I know Owen's coming in here and running around. What's it been like to have your family grow with these first few months, and what does Owen think, Catherine?
I think he loves it and doesn't love it so much at certain times. He loves being in the restaurant. He never wants to leave once we get him here. His job is to walk around the dining room passing out cows and stickers, and he loves interacting with the team, and has some really great friends that he's comfortable with here, which is great. But then on the flip side, he's, when we work longer days, it's hard for him to not have daddy home for bedtime or me home for bedtime. So, but I think overall he's adjusting well.
He's also, we've been in the food and beverage industry our whole life. That's been something that he doesn't know a time
when you have it. Yeah.
So it's nothing too far out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But it's funny to watch him come in here and run straight to this door, which is key coded, and
Yeah.
knock the code in and go into the office and just run around the restaurant like he owns the place. So we love having him here, but certainly as time has gone on, we've been able to be home a little bit more, which has been great as well. We spent the weekend with him this past weekend, so it's he'll be a Chick-fil-A boy for sure.
Yeah, and when you talk about that balance, the home life balance, and a few months in, obviously, as you build this and you grow this, the home life balance is helped by finding good team members. Merrit, I want to start with you in this team that has been coming together over these few months. I'd love to hear your thoughts on, the team that you have here at Chick-fil-A Watertown and in Catherine as well.
I consider myself extremely blessed to have the team that we have. It has been probably the most rewarding part is seeing the team coalesce around some of the goals and the vision that we've tried to cast and tried to model since we opened the doors. It's about having trust in them and them trusting in us that we're going to fulfill our end of the bargain. And it's just a pleasure to walk in the morning and get to say hi to everybody. And not everybody has worked out. We didn't need as many people now as we did in the beginning. The team's fantastic. I love coming to work. I love seeing them every day, and look forward to continuing to develop the leaders and the relationships.
Catherine, for you as executive director, what have you taken away?
I agree. I think that our team is amazing, and we found some really great people that really believe in the culture that we're trying to provide for them and for the community. I think they love coming to work just as much as we love seeing them and having them as part of our team. There's a lot of growth being that we're a new restaurant, so we're developing people and new leaders and new team members every day. So it's really rewarding, and then just walking in and getting those hugs and smiles and laughs, it makes it all worth it. So
to have a place with such a name internationally as Chick-fil-A, and to know that faith is such a biggest part, or such a huge part of it, it's not hidden, it's here. And there's to me, it's kind of a light of saying, hey, if you come here, you can talk about it. You don't have to, but you can. And you have this connection that's very different than other places that you experience. And I've had the opportunity to be in many places around the country. Chick-fil-A is unique. It's not just what they say they are, but it's who you are. So having faith forward here, Catherine, what's it like to be an executive director in a place that is so unique in today's world?
It's definitely rewarding when you're able to talk about faith and say inspiring quotes that relate to the Bible and things, and it's not uncomfortable for people. There's one team member in particular that kind of sticks out to that question, and she started here and she hadn't gone to church in over 5 years, and it was something that she really wanted to continue and get back into her life, and we kind of inspired her to do so, and now she's like over the top and in love with it, and it's just she brings in little trinkets that she finds of Bible verses all over the place, and it's just a really cool thing to experience.
And I appreciate you sharing that story, because it's got to be beautiful to see that journey,
right?
That she's
and that
taken.
she's comfortable, talking to us about it, and it's cool.
Merrit, you and I spoke about before we even had the opening of Chick-fil-A Watertown. We told your story of faith and your unique road to be where you are. What's it been like to lead a place that has such a connection to faith, knowing that as people find their road, like Catherine was talking about, you found your own road too?
And we're still finding our roads, I think, every day.
Yeah.
For me, it's about, we certainly use our faith as a way to not lead, but inspire and touch and form relationships. Certainly, it's whatever our team members comfortable with, and but it is nice to be able to come in and they know that we're here for them. We can pray together. We can have those deep, meaningful conversations if they so choose, and it's not out of the norm here at Chick-fil-A, and I think it is out of the norm in some circumstances and in other companies, but it's nice just to have that kind of ingrained in the culture. Our personal beliefs, our feelings. It's very easy to be in business with the Cathy family and with Chick-fil-A because it does dovetail so well with our personal beliefs. So.
And when you have that, do you feel like it helps you lead better? I know you said inspire rather than lead, but do you feel like it almost, when you can be yourself and you can walk into a place and you don't have to hide who you are, has that allowed you both to grow, not just this team?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as a leader, you're always trying to develop yourself personally, and recognizing that no one's perfect and everybody has things that they can focus on and work on. But this is definitely way more of an opportunity to lead than we've had in the past. So
yeah, certainly everybody. I don't think your leadership journey ever stops. You're not going to be the same leader you are in a year from now that you are today, and that's the whole point, is to continue to grow both in your leadership capacity and your faith, and your personal relationships with your team. It's a never-ending thing. You never run across the finish line. I guess you're always looking for it, but this is a long race and long haul, and we're blessed to be in the position we're in.
Before I let you go here in this very special North Country Spotlight here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora with Chick-fil-A Watertown, the community itself of Watertown, how would you describe it, and what are your thoughts on the people that you see come through here and just what the culture's been like, Merrit and Catherine too?
It's been, the Watertown is a very tight-knit community.
Yeah.
I grew up in a very small town in the South, and I can't think of, there's no difference. Really, it's a very tight-knit, family-based community. We've experienced some problems, with our house that we didn't foresee happening, and different challenges and just relationships that are still in their infancy, that we've only known these people for, in some cases, 3 months, have been a phone call away to, sure, I'll come help you deal with, this thing happening at your house. I'll help you do this. You need help with the restaurant. How can I help you? It's been a very, rewarding experience.
Your thoughts, Catherine?
yeah, definitely. I think we've really, even though we've lived here for a year and 3 months, or a year and a month, or whatever, we've really in the past 6 months have kind of started to find our footing here, and especially with the restaurant opening, kind of dovetailing on what Merrit said. People always say there's Southern hospitality, but there's definitely something about the North Country and Watertown that has a true, genuine hospitality aspect to it. So it's been great.
This is important, very important. Everything we've talked about has been wonderful, but I know that people want to know the go-to meal. So, Catherine, what's your go-to for Chick-fil-A?
Oh,
you had to pick anything.
I'd have to say the grilled nuggets and waffle fries.
Okay, all right. What sauce?
Buffalo, which is like non-traditional, but
I like that because I go Polynesian. Most people say Chick-fil-A sauce.
I also really enjoy the market salad, so it's a toss-up.
Yeah. Merrit?
Original.
The original chicken sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Honey mustard.
Honey mustard?
Fries.
Waffle fries. Is there a shake of choice? Is there
Cookies and cream.
cookies and cream? All right. Because I know that, and I'm like, this is like the day that it comes out, I have to do it, is the peppermint chip. that's an immediate, I have to get it. I never thought that I would like it. I got it down in Florida years ago for the first time. My buddy was dating someone. She's like, you have to try it. And I got it. I thought it was great. I was like, it was this thing of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. And then 2 seconds later, I loved it. Put it on the top of the car, fell off the top of the car onto the ground. And that day I realized how much I truly love it, because then you had to go get another one. So
Yeah.
It doesn't matter really which one you hand me. I won't have a hard time finishing it.
Yeah.
So I like them all, but if I'm going over there right now to make one, it's going to be
cookies and cream.
cookies and cream.
Fair enough. Well, the final piece here, a message that you'd like to send to the community of thanks and to come and visit for people that maybe haven't come here. Catherine, if you give your message.
Yeah, definitely a genuine thank you for supporting us in our first few months of business, and we really look forward to more opportunities to give back to the community, because while we have had several, we definitely want to get more involved with ways to give back. So just a genuine thank you.
Merrit?
Absolutely. Thank you to the Northern New York Watertown community. We felt very humbled by the outpouring of support and generosity since we opened our doors. I would like to remind everybody we do serve breakfast, and that we would love to cater anything that you have coming up.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, it's just been such a blessing, and so wonderful to be here, and really thankful for the reception we've had.
And the breakfast is incredible.
It is.
I feel like people need to know how good this breakfast is, because I desire it. I think it was one of the first things I ever had was breakfast.
Okay.
Where people usually go the other way. It was like I had the nuggets, then I think I had breakfast pretty quickly after that. So for Merrit Brady, owner-operator, Catherine Brady, executive director, myself, Dan Tortora, this has been your North Country Spotlight exclusively on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora with Chick-fil-A Watertown. We appreciate you, and we thank you both for everything that you do every day.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.